Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 459, where Drew and I will be talking about the comics coming out this coming Wednesday in your local comic book shops. I believe it's June I'm going to say 7th. 6th. June 6th. That's what I get for not pulling a calendar or anything up ahead of time.
So close.
Yeah, but before we get into what you can find in your local comic book shops this coming Wednesday, Drew, do we got anything going on in the world of comics or anything new we need to know about?
Well, we got some great listeners.
Oh, we sure do.
Rockland Gua says
that's a cool name.
Yeah. He's written it a couple of times.
I know.
He's a long-time listener. Congrats on your 5th year. Wow, the best comic show podcast, Comics for Fun and Profit. Keep up the good work. You guys are the best. No, Rock, you're the best. Thank you for that. That's very nice. We like that. We like those the best. We like those super supportive ones, but we'll take all of them. Like this one. We'll take any of them. Michael Lamb says, "In your face, Kyle."
Oh, for crying out loud.
We're talking about Boba Fett, of course. This will be one of the greatest Star Wars movies ever about the most beloved bounty hunter in the galaxy.
IG-88?
No, it's Boba.
Bosk?
That's good stuff. He goes on to say, congrats for 5 years. Appreciate all your hard work, especially when you go through previews and point out stuff I may have missed. So there's another vote for previews.
I mean, it's pretty much unanimous that, like, as speculators, it's pretty well dumb if we're not going through, like, our number one alleyway to things ahead of time. So, yeah, we just need to get off our duffs and be better at that.
Yeah. And in previous weeks, Aaron Churchill had asked for a packing comics video for mailing. And we threw that up on our Facebook page. And Aaron said, "Yep, you were right. That's super boring." But super helpful and greatly appreciated. Thank you. So, it's up there. We might do a couple more of those as things sell and different types of packing a single comic versus a stack of them. And
yeah, because you do have a methodology for how many ounces the average single book is and the way you do it. It's pretty neat. I've learned a few things from just our conversations and that.
Yeah. And it also helps that I have a lazy postal clerk that just, what if I say it's 4 ounces, they're just like, oh, okay.
Something to be said for a small town, brother.
So that's good. So far, let me knock wood on that one. So that's up. What else? We get any other feedback? I don't think so. Some nice words on Twitter, some nice words on just, congrats on the 5 years. So it still feels weird. It feels like it's been longer than 5 years, actually, but I guess that's right. Does it feel right to you? Like that's the right number?
If I ask my wife, yes, she'd say you've been doing this for 5 friggin' years. But for me, it seems like just the blink of an eye.
Just a blink of an eye. Very nice. Eric sent us the FOC from Monday.
Quick question. I mean, we talk a lot about some things coming up. Like, do you have the Sci-Fi channel? Are you, like, watching Sci-Fi at all?
No, I don't watch it.
I mean, you should love this thing, because they're just talking about, they just picked up Resident Alien. They just talked about ordering the pilot for that.
Oh, yeah. I do love that comic an awful lot. But the last thing that I watched on Sci-Fi was that zombie show.
iZombie?
No, it's a zombie show. I can't remember what it's called, but it was really, really awful. Really low production value. But I was just, it was in between Walking Dead seasons, so I'd watch it.
But they're grabbing a lot of properties. We're going to have to be more invested in the Sci-Fi channel.
Who gets the rebroadcast rights? Which streaming service rebroadcasts Sci-Fi stuff?
I don't know. I don't think it's on Hulu, so
it's not Hulu, not Netflix.
I know Sci-Fi stuff will end up on Netflix.
Will it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, if Resident Alien gets picked up, then yeah, I'm gonna be excited because I'm definitely gonna check that out. but it's just a pilot for now, and it depends on who they cast and all that stuff. I mean, they could go in a million different directions.
Yeah.
With casting, I don't have a dog in that fight. I just hope he's. I hope it's a he. I think it kind of makes. That's what I'm used to, at least with a comic.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun, and it'd be kind of cool. Like when he goes by a mirror and stuff, you would see his alien form or whatever, and that'd be pretty fun from a CG standpoint. And yeah. I guess we heard. Speaking of sci-fi shows, I guess we've heard that Rick is leaving.
Yeah, he's going to leave after next season.
Andrew Lincoln is leaving, and I don't think they're going to recast it. So, but I hear that the lady that plays Maggie was having salary renegotiation problems, so she might be gone. So it's to that time in a series life where, in fact, they've kind of dodged the bullet for a while since they're on season 9, where these sort of things start making problems, and it just ends up being cheaper just to end the show than to keep trying to do it. So enjoy it while it's out there, folks. And once again,
that's two straight weeks of awful, dismal.
Yeah.
News for guys who like collecting and reselling The Walking Dead.
Yeah, so and that just helps reiterate the last nail in the coffin for flipping that Walking Dead stuff that you don't want to keep.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't been to see Solo yet. We can't get our schedules to line up. So, have you heard anything good? I heard
it's making abysmally horrible amounts of money, and it's causing people to wonder if there is Star Wars fatigue. But
those are just internet nerds, right? Those aren't real people.
You and I are internet nerds.
No. These are knee jerk, hot take. People who haven't seen the movie who making these declarations, right?
Well, I mean, most of the people in my actual world who have seen it seem to enjoy it and not had any issues with it and things like that. So, yeah. I've heard good things.
Yeah, that's what I think. The people who've actually seen it have said it was good. The people who haven't are saying grand statements about things that they don't know anything about. Surprise! Hello, internet. Anyway. Let's roll to the FOC, hot off the presses. Looking at it for the first time. Got it literally minutes ago. So
hot off the digital presses.
Yes. So in Dark Horse. So now Dark Horse is first again. So weird, man. We've got bedtime games.
Heyo.
Do you remember that one when it was solicited?
No.
I don't either. It's Nick Keller and Connor Nolan. Connor. Jesus. Connor Nolan. As summer Connor. As summer comes to an end, 3 friends start senior year with a bang by exploring the mysterious paths of their school. But before the night is over, their adventure turns into trouble when the kids set loose an evil that seeks to prey on their worst nightmares. Brand new horror from Nick Keller and Connor Nolan. Okay. Now that I look at the cover, looks like a koala bear, twisted koala bear on the front of it. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me now.
We also see Modern Fantasy #1 from Rafer, Rafer Roberts, and Kristen Goodsnook. It looks a little all-agey for me, from the creators of Hench Girl.
Okay. Also vaguely familiar. This would have been 2 months ago in the previews, right?
And again, the reason we go through the FOC is this is us kind of giving you a hint that this is kind of your last chance to go into your LCS and guarantee your ability to hopefully reorder a book before it comes in. And, we tell you what's coming out this coming Wednesday, but sometimes you can't end up with that book. But, with FOC, like with Cowbunga, we can say, hey, make sure I get this, and this is the last chance for us to make sure we get these things.
That Josh Middleton cover for Batgirl 24.
Yeah, I was looking at that. That's awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
We really should have gone all in on him.
We've gone all in on far too many people here, Drew. So,
yeah, we do. The artist of the month, the flavor of the month. We get a little crazy. Your Matinas and your Delatos and your Art Germs.
Now, you and I don't necessarily spec or do anything on statues, good sir, but there is a Batman Black and White, the Batman Who Laughed statue at a price tag of $80, a 7-inch statue that I really, really, really like.
Let me take a look at her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. $80. So you probably get it for $60.
I'm unaware of how that works because, like I said before, I'm not in that world necessarily because my wife won't let me. But yeah, that looks pretty cool.
You know, you have. I've seen statues around, so
Yeah.
You've snuck a few.
Yeah. I've done some video game collector's editions and a few pop figurines and some stuff like that. But I haven't gone hardcore yet, so we shall see.
Yeah, that's.
But knowing my addictive personality, it's not a good thing to do.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we know your crack habit is legendary.
I can stop anytime I want.
Yeah, that's pretty slick. I wonder if that's like $80 firm. That might be $80 firm because it's limited to so many.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And then there's the Joel Jones Catwoman.
Oh yeah.
Statue.
Oh yeah.
Also very nice. That's $125. That's pretty nice.
I'm gonna look at that for just a little while longer. You move on.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
If I had the means and was into this stuff, there's tons of really cool statues and they're crazy expensive, and you have till Monday to order them.
Yeah.
To guarantee that they're going to be there.
Yeah.
There's another Flash Matina cover for $49, the B cover. Francesco Mattina. It's beautiful. Flash looks very angry.
And you wouldn't like him when wait, that's a different guy. Never mind.
It's a different guy.
Sorry, I'm flipping back and forth between multiple pages here. That's all I got in DC. Oh, wait, which one? Wonder Woman. Let's check out that variant on Wonder Woman. See our girl Jenny Frison. Another one. It's so sad that we're getting to the point where these Jenny Frisons are beautiful, but I'm just like, it's another one.
It's just another one, yeah. Well, it's been a long run.
Yeah,
probably should have been 4 or 5 and didn't do something else.
Cho started it, and then she took over it, and then never stopped.
Yeah. But I guess why wouldn't you continue to be employed? You know, I guess I really can't say, take a break because it's a paycheck.
And again, they're good. They're better than the. I would be amazingly impressed and so excited if, like, she were to pop over and do Nightwing cover beats for a while.
Oh, that would be cool. Anybody who could breathe some life into those covers would be nice.
Yes. CPR, please.
Yeah.
All right, IDW, Assassinistas, Dungeons and Dragons, Joe Hill, The Fallen.
Yeah, we've got Joe Hill,
The Cape,
Fallen, the Cape, and it's Joe Hill's concept, I guess, or for his original series, and now somebody else, this Jason Ciaramella, is taking over with Zach Howard doing the art. So I don't know if Joe Hill even weighed in on scripting or story or anything, or that they're just giving him credit like they do Simon and Schuster and Superman comics. So it's kind of interesting.
IDW and Brian Buccellato, Lowlife's #1.
And you can get the original Cape as a dollar comic too, the Joe Hill version, if you want to check into that. I missed out on this one completely. I don't remember this at all.
The Lowlifes or the Cape?
Joe Hill.
Oh yeah.
And those low lives are just the incentive variants. That's not. Oh, it's also the B cover.
Yeah, there's your cover A right there. All right, Image has got anything for us? Let's say
Are we in Image now?
Yeah, I'm popping down Image.
If you click on the cover B for Bloodstrike 23, that is Rob Liefeld having some fun with people's obsession with his obsession
with pouches.
And so he has introduced a new character to the Bloodstrike universe who is called the Pouch, and he's on the cover, and he's just a bunch of pouches.
That is pretty dope. I love that.
It's pretty fun. He's kind of
next issue will be drawn feet.
Yeah, it would just be like the foot.
Yeah.
So I think it's him having fun with his reputation and kind of leaning into it, which I think is fun. So,
but yeah, if you like Liefeld and you like that kind of thing, that I recommend you contact before your FOC and see if you can get a hold of it, because alternate covers for Bloodstrike are not going to be easy to get. So if you want something cheeky fun like that, that's probably the ultimate one to have him sign at a convention.
Yeah. What do you think Bloodstrike sells? 10,000 copies normally?
Yeah, it was very low according to when we go through the numbers.
So its B cover is going to be a fraction of that.
Yeah. Again, that's why we go through the FOC, because I'm not going to be able to walk into my LCS and get that.
No, I won't even see that one. Yeah. We got a Dustin Nguyen B cover for Descender that's really nice. The little robot variant.
If you're a fan of Kill or Be Killed, issue 20, this will be our final chance to order issue 20, the final issue of Kill or Be Killed.
And you can get a Virgin cover of it as well.
Yep.
Which is a really nice cover.
For those of us who just read Amazing Spider-Man 800, sorry, I'm moving on to Marvel at the moment.
I guess you're done.
Yeah, I tend to do that. Spider-Man 1, starting new, and also a third print of 800 with a secret cover, which, based on what happened in that, I'm going to keep an eye out when this comes closer to some of these other printings to see if they put a couple of the people from that book in there. I might jump on one of those other printings if there's anything cool like that. Did you read it?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm about 3 weeks behind.
I'm very behind, but like that kind of thing I grabbed and haven't read.
I'm hoping my vacation is a comic catch up week.
Okay. Good stuff.
Champions continues to sell well, even though Wade left and Jim Zub took over. So I don't think it's as good, but it's not awful.
Yep.
That's about the best I can say. I missed the Wade run, but it is pretty good.
If you're a big fan of Jeff Lemire or Century, and you missed that first issue, Sniger now.
Oh, what is that? Century
#1.
Oh, I did miss that. Oh, it's not out yet. This is our last chance to get it.
Yeah, this is FOC.
And that's Jeff Lemire writing that.
Again, that's what I led with.
Oh. Cool.
Are these Young Gun variants still as hot as they were with some of the Spider-Man craze, or was that a flash in the pan?
Wasn't it the Young Guns that were just retailer incentives?
Yeah, they were all fairly sought after, but I believe the price definitely spiked on the retail incentive ones. I just keep seeing more Young Guns and just wondering, hey, wait a minute.
And where do you see that? Where you
Thor #2 having a wait, was it? Yeah, it was Thor #2 Dodderman Young Guns variant.
Yeah. That is nice. So does that mean it doesn't have a masthead? All the Young Guns?
I am unaware. I think they have a masthead. I think the one per store does not. The one
Right.
or the store exclusive is the Virgin.
Those were the ones that were kind of people were digging.
Yep. Now you were into X-Men Grand Design.
Yes.
We got Second Genesis on
Yes.
the FOC.
Yes. So yeah. You didn't like the $6 price tag, but
Still don't.
I liked it. I thought it was a really good story, really well done, really nice art by Ed Piskor, and so these guys are going to do 3 volumes of this. So this is probably around the giant size X-Men days to Claremont or something like that. I'm guessing that's what these 2 will run, and then the 3rd volume will be everything else.
Yeah, we got Archies and Booms and trade for your Cal exit if you want that.
Yeah, Calix is going to be in 3 issues.
Time for trade.
And it's a 3-issue trade. He talked about the creator talked about they're all double sized. They're all extra size, but the actual comic isn't any bigger. It's just they stick all these essays in the back. And so that's where all the extra pages are. And I enjoyed the 3 a lot, but 3 issues is not a story arc, and it's just scratching the surface. Very well done, but I'm not hopeful that second volume will come out or have any content or
if history is anything
to
say about it.
They'll just probably they might just ride off into the sunset or something. I don't know, but it was a good beginning, and I hope maybe that they sell it to Hollywood and can make their money that way, because it just doesn't seem like they're interested in cranking out comics.
Yeah. Bunch of weird things through the rest of this. Nothing that really catches my eye. The only thing that catches my eye is at the very bottom. Katrina #1, and the only reason it catches my eye is the art is by somebody called Twinkle Planet. I got nothing else.
None of our favorite artists doing any kind of work for hire covers or anything.
Nothing that popped up that I necessarily remember. And
yeah,
I don't know who Mike Hammer is for that one for Titan.
Well, there's for those of you who are interested, there's some interesting 20 copy incentive variants, 50 copy incentive variants from Valiant, and you can get pretty good deals on those through Cowabunga.
He was putting the prices on this stuff.
Yeah, if you like the ultra foils or the 1 in 50s, you can get those. The prices vary, and they even discount them further if you want a 1 in 20 and a 1 in 50. So you can kind of you get a good price on either one of those, and then if you get both of them, they even discount it even more. It's like almost like throwing the other one in for free at that point. It's a pretty good deal. But yeah, so Harbinger Wars 2 #2 has a couple of those. Quantum and Woody 7 has a couple of those incentive variants. So does Exo Man of War 16. As I run up through here, Vampirella Roses for the Dead has a bunch of them. So yeah, you can get a 1 in 10, a 1 in 20, a 1 in 30, a 1 in 40, or a bundle of all of those, and you get even a better deal. The Red Sonja 17 has plenty of incentives, black and white incentive, Virgin incentive, Pathfinder, Legendary Red Sonja, Game of Thrones has some, Charlie's Angels, the first issue of Charlie's Angels has a bunch. So you can get a really good deal on some of those. There's a Finch, an Eisma, black and white, a Finch, black and white, a 50 copy artboard edition incentive set for Charlie's Angels #1, if you're interested in that. What is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 1 in 10 and 1 in 25. Big Trouble in Little China 1 in 15. Adventure Time 1 in 10. The Thor, we talked about that. The Heron connecting hammer variant is, it says $10. That's pretty good. The Diodata variant, I don't know what it is. Is it it's a 1 in 25.
Mm-hmm.
It's 30. There's what's the deal with the Star Wars? Is that a 1 in 10? That's a 1 in 25. That's a 1 in 25.
Yeah.
Okay. Lando is 1 in 25. What are the others up here? Multiple Man. I'm guessing 1 in 50. 1 in 25, 1 in 50. Sentries, 1 in 50, 1 in 25. And holy smokes.
Yeah.
His first Spider-Man, 1 in 25, 1 in 100, 1 in 50, 1 in 200, 1 in 2,000, 1 in 1,000. Another 1 in 25. There's plenty there to wet your whistle.
Yeah.
Pricing varies. You should probably call them for those, but there's lots of good deals, and they're all closing on Monday. So, Transformers.
So if you want that Otley Virgin variant, it's $375, but give them a call.
Yeah, I don't swim in that edge of the pool. That's pretty cool. Lots of good stuff. FOC's released usually Thursday, Friday-ish, and you have the weekend to review, and then you need to get your orders in on Monday by noon.
Mm-hmm.
Normally that seems to be our cycle. It's really convenient for adding stuff you may have missed, but it's also convenient for you as a reader if you went heavy on something and then it's cooled. So you were excited about Spider-Man 1, but then you think it's kind of, you had 5 copies of that coming out. Yeah, I don't really need 5 copies of Spider-Man 1, so let's just ratchet that down to 2. You can do that as well, so you can save yourself money that way, or make yourself money by getting the next hot thing. So FOCs are fun and a way to really keep tabs of what's happening. So I recommend that if your LCS doesn't, you could supplement with Eric's system. Just give him the good guys at Cowabunga Comics a contact, and they'll hook you up. I think that's it for the FOC. If you're done, Kyle.
All right, if that's all for the things that you can get at the very last minute before you can no longer order additionals, then let's head over to previewsworld.com. Let's click on new releases. Let's scroll over to June 6, 2018. Click on the table view. And Drew, we got a pattern now. Let's start where we always now love to start. Let's start an image.
Yeah, now we have our new pattern. And it starts with our favorite, so that's awesome. We got the first issue of Death and Glory going to a second printing. That's the Rick Remender book. It's a really good start.
$5 Rick Remender book.
Yeah, and but it was really good, and I've been getting into this habit of pairing my number 1 cover A with the second printing of that number 1 issue when I put them up. So that will continue with Death and Glory because I've ordered this one as well.
It's gone well for you in the flip market.
Yeah, it kind of gives me an edge over everybody else that's just either selling selling ABCs or just multiples of cover A's. I'm giving, and usually those are different covers, so they look a little different, and kind of gives me an edge. There's also a Virgin cover for the second issue of Death or Glory. I believe I just got cover A. Kyle's got me brainwashed.
Look, I just go with the numbers, homie.
Yeah. I think at a previous FOC, we both added the Medieval Spawn Witchblade Capullo covers and black and white covers that are coming out. Or was that just me?
Just you.
You didn't do it. You didn't pull the trigger. I liked them.
Yeah, they're nice. Man, we got a lot of regular Spawn covers. Holy crap.
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
I like the Owen Gianni.
Yeah, it's really good.
They're all technically the same cover, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just different. It's like the colorist. It's colorist month.
Oh, I get it.
So it's McFarlane's cover, and then all these colorists take a stab at it.
That's kind of dope.
It is. It's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, it's still like the Gianni. It's kind of gritty. I like that.
So this, we've got the Walking Dead 180, the Conclusion of New World Order,
and that sexy Alpha cover.
And then the Sienkiewicz Alpha cover, which looks really good. So I can't quit you, Walking Dead. I can't quit you.
Yeah, man. As dire as everybody says it is, it's still just... I mean, it got us into the comics. Let's keep on trucking.
Yeah. We'll ride that thing to the end.
Hey-o. All right. Anything else in Image?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Let's head on and see what Dark Horse has for us.
I'm kind of interested in this Sword Daughter. It's a new Brian Wood. And it's a Viking revenge saga inspired by Lone Wolf and Cub. Mac Chatter art. I'm not familiar with his work off the top of my head, but Brian Wood I'm very familiar with. And that Lauren Affey cover, I like the looks of it. So I think there's something here. You never know. Brian Wood sometimes is really great. Sometimes he's just okay.
There you go.
We'll see what we get.
We got Halo Collateral Damage #1 from Dark Horse, written by Alex Irvine. I do enjoy the Halo series, and one of the biggest facets of the Halo series I like is the Blue Team, which is Master Chief's original Spartan 3 clan. So this is one I may actually delve into. I just kind of usually enjoy their adventures, so I may just dip in and see if there's anything in the comic world I'd enjoy from this one. Anything else in Dark Horse?
No.
Let's head on down to IDW.
I would point you at the cover B for TMNT Ongoing 83. This is Kingdom of the Rats, Part 3, and it's just something about an Eastman cover. Takes me back to the days of those monochromatic early self-published Turtles comics.
Mm-hmm.
And
was that on Mirage?
I think so. I remember, just man, those things were so cool and sought after. And
sorry, I stole them all from you.
Yeah. That's what brothers are for. And it just takes me back to those, and I want to keep supporting those cover Bs. So I don't know. I'll put a run together, that story arc together as an Eastman run, and just see how it goes. But they're really well crafted.
Yeah. All right, Drew. Anything else in IDW for us?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let's head on down to DC.
We got a nice Frank Cho B cover. I like that a lot.
Sure do.
For Batman
now
48.
We're seeing it in black and white, but we end up with it in color.
You would think they would have it updated by now, but yeah, I guess.
I think that's been how it is with most of Cho's stuff.
Yeah.
Here's the prelude to the wedding that I've been waiting to see: Nightwing versus Hush. Yeah.
So you think that'll have any implication, or just be like one of these little side quest things?
I think it'll be one of those things that you're like, hey, if you read this, then maybe the wedding issue won't be so boring.
Yeah. Hey kids, for those of you who didn't want to wait through all the delays for Dark Knight's Metal, now you can get that incredibly inaccessible story in one 6-issue chunk in the Dark Knight's Metal Deluxe Edition hardcover. And then you can explain it to me after you've read it.
Get those glossy covers in here, hopefully. Yeah. I like it.
So, Exit Stage Left is Mark Russell's follow-up to the Flintstones.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I was a huge fan of.
I do.
This one took a while. Slow burn for me. But issue 5 was really good. And I'm assuming he's going to stick the landing here with the final issue. It was a slow on-ramp, but just as biting of satire as Flintstones. It just took a while. And of course, I do not read the Sasquatch detective stories in the back. I just read the main story. I tried. It was also tough to get through. But yeah, so for those of you who are wondering, it wasn't a misfire by Mark Russell. It was just a slow build.
Nope.
Or not.
Nightwing 45, we have a nice looking B cover. John Romita Jr.
What?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you've been waiting for this, man.
I've been waiting for
You
that.
deserve it. You went through some crap there for a while.
And there's a lot of John Romita Jr. hate out there, so it's not for everybody. And, there's a lot of people saying Nightwing's not a head on a stick kind of guy, but there's tears of joy that it's a nice looking B cover. I mean, just how it is.
Justice League. Have you already read No Justice leading up?
No, I did not.
So, do you care about the new Justice League? Are you excited at all?
Is this the Justice Leagues?
I don't know, because I couldn't make it. Once Metal made me mad, and then I went into No Justice and got through half an issue of No Justice and was like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore.
It sounds like you were in the mood.
Yeah, somebody just needs to tell me what's going on at some point, and I'll probably check this one out, but I'm not going to play these games on how we got here. I don't care. And once again, Scott Snyder says, well, this has been the plan all along. Everything was leading to Justice League #1. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to just pick this up.
What about Man of Steel #2?
Well, I haven't read Man of Steel #1 yet. I did read the prequel pages in DC Nation 0.
Mm-hmm.
So that's is on the list for things to read on vacay.
There you go. And I know I don't care anything about Unexpected #1. Do you?
No, I'm done with New Age of Heroes completely.
Would this tagline help you in the aftermath of Dark Knight's Metal?
No, that is not a selling point for me.
No, I'm just checking.
Yeah, nothing that
I didn't know.
Nothing that says.
I liked Metal.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anything else in DC, my friend?
No. Nope.
Let's head on down to Marvel.
Hey, we've got a new series by Mark Waid and Javier Garrón. It's Ant-Man and the Wasp, a 5-issue miniseries. Leading right up into this new movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that this year?
It's soon, sir.
Really?
Yeah.
Like July soon?
Like coming out in theaters July 6th.
Wow. That should have been Solo's weekend.
Yeah.
The week after Deadpool was a mistake.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, Dazzler's back, Drew.
Yeah.
Magdalene Visaggio.
Yeah,
and Laura Braga.
not a huge fan of her writing, but I am going to give this a shot. And I don't know if it's for me or not, but I remember Dazzler from the 80s. I had some Dazzler.
I have the number 1. I have that series. I have that whole run, actually.
You have the complete Dazzler?
That or the first. Wasn't it only like a dozen or something like that?
No, it was a pretty long
20?
run.
All right, I have like...
Maybe there were multiple volumes. I'd have to look it
then.
up. But yeah, it might be a good time to dust those bad boys off and
Yeah, no doubt.
get them up. But yeah, I basically just got the Sienkiewicz cover B.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
Just as to read. So I'll read that and then sell it with my other Sienkiewicz's.
Yeah, that first Dazzler run, 42 issues.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
And now we got Mark Waid taking over Doctor Strange from Donny Cates. Mixed feelings, of course.
Hunt for Wolverine, weapon lost.
What do you think? You reading those?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not, but I'm not.
Yeah. So all those people that I was complaining about that hadn't seen Solo but were whining around about it,
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing right now because I haven't read any of these Hunt for Wolverines, but I'm like,
But I'm excited for Wolverine to come back. It's what's crazy.
I am too. I want him to come back. I want him to have an X title. To anchor an X title.
Not 50. I don't want him in gold, red, blue, and silver. I want him to have a title.
There's no silver. Is there?
I have no idea.
You could have convinced me there was.
Check it out, Drew. Thanos Annual #1, second print.
Yeah.
Annual goes to a second print. If that doesn't talk about the strength of Donny Cates, I don't know what does.
Yeah, so let's yank him off Doctor Strange because, we wouldn't want him to be too successful.
Oh, it's an awful cover.
It's that stupid Cebulski guy that's in Marvel that's making these decisions too. These knee jerk. Oh, his name isn't as big as this guy's name, so I'm gonna...
Well, hey, I mean, again, I don't know any inside information, but perhaps he just did not have another run of that. He didn't have a story.
Don't you defend Cebulski.
You're the writer of the two of us. You can't always force it sometimes. Hey, I've got
There's always
to write in my head.
There's always another train coming when it comes to creativity. There's always another one. And
I've yet to have the first train pull out of my station.
I'm sure you've got him very deep inside you. Yeah, that's awesome. I already sold my annual, though. Damn it.
Alright, anything else in Marvel? Okay, wait. Are we still in the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur? Oh, that's another smoking issue.
Is it another one?
Or no, this is the first
This is the one.
Yeah, we talked about it on the FOC.
Yeah.
That's what clicked in my brain. So, Don't Smoke, Moon Girl, and Devil Dinosaur. I like those issues. Those remind me of the old throwback bullying campaign and no smoking campaign stuff.
Yeah, and like the ones that had the toothpaste.
Mm-hmm.
The sponsored by AIM about brushing your teeth and flossing. That was always fun.
Did we talk about Immortal Hulk coming back?
I didn't look at it. It was like I don't know. It's not for me.
Al Ewing and Alex Ross cover A. We talk about Deadpool #1.
What was that last one?
Deadpool #1.
Did I walk right by that one?
Yeah, it's Scotty Young writing Deadpool #1. Scotty Young and Nick Klein bring you the craziest tales of the regenerating degenerate. I don't like that. It's been a while since Deadpool's had to murk to make ends meet, but things are tough all over. While Deadpool tries to get his humble mercenary for hire business back off the ground, a catastrophic threat so unfathomably huge. Why are the words so big? Not everything has to be a $30 word. So mind-breakingly cataclysmic. Seriously, shut up and use small words. It defies description. Is heading towards Earth, and there's only one person who can stop it. Oh, no, wait, it's not Wade. Oh, it's Wade!
There's not a lot of people. I don't think that the creators get to write their solicits. I think other people write their solicits.
Oh, stupid marketing people.
Yeah,
they're all garbage.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like marketing. That sounds like, I don't know. Yeah, those were bad.
Yeah. So you're not excited for Mark Waid and Doctor Strange #1?
I mean, I'll be okay. I had a little problem at the beginning because I didn't think that they needed to take Donny Cates off, but
of the #1s from Marvel today, this coming day,
yeah,
that's Ant-Man and the Wasp,
right,
Dazzler,
right,
Doctor Strange, Immortal Hulk, Deadpool, and was that it? Yeah, which one is your favorite of those?
I am most looking forward to reading Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah.
Wasp.
But, Doctor Strange could be fun if it's not chapter 1 of 6.
Wait, there's 2 Ant-Man and the Wasps coming out today. Oh, Lord.
No, I want the one by Wade.
Okay, I was going to say, Wade's got the 5-issue series, and Ant-Man and the Wasp Living Legends also comes out that day. Scott Lang must pick up where Hank Pym left off.
That's the one that's Ralph Macchio, not that Ralph Macchio.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on, dude, change your name. Give me a middle initial, something.
Alright. Anything else on Marvel?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know if Captain America, that's just the middle of the story arc. Nothing special.
Dynamite! Nothing.
Yeah. Aren't we glad they were Premier Publishers now?
Thank goodness they're Premier. Boom! Garfield Homecoming. Don't care.
I was like, what? What's your angle here? I was waiting.
Yep. Moving on down, skip, and let's get into our smaller publishers. Our Oni presses, our Titans, our Black Masks, our Aftershocks.
Well, we've got a Barrett. And
Alright, it's intriguing. That's a cool looking cover, eh?
Cover B, does that look like Billy D. Williams to you?
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like he should be holding a Colt 45.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I like that. Brother Nash, #1 from Titan Comics. American Gods meets Preacher and Hellboy on the Midnight Road to Sacramento. There's a point where you just gotta stop mashing things together because you think it sells a book.
Yeah, that's true. So we've got Sellies from Lion Forge. Sellies #1, written by Joe Flood and Dave Scheidt. The newest cell phone, the Sandstar 6, being released at midnight. The line for the latest and greatest phone is stacked out the door. When the midnight release doesn't go as planned, the staff at Jog Mobile must figure out how to keep the impatient crowd from becoming an angry mob. So we've got a little retail action going on here. The art style is very reminiscent of a Boom, Tom Zoller style. Just from the cover, I don't know. Hopefully the insides hold out as well, but it looks like a very small, forgettable story, but it could be fun, So it's about a launch party of a new cell phone. I mean, that's
just what I've always wanted.
It's very niche, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
That's what happens if you keep Donny Cates on Doctor Strange too long. He would start coming up with stories like that. Doctor Strange gets a new cell phone.
That would be funny.
A 6-issue series.
I'd rather see Thor get a new cell phone, but that's okay. Talk to me about Cross Plus 100 Mimic.
Oh, it's gloriously back. I just finished the first issue, which was long delayed.
Okay, so like Crossed, like I'm listening to you, and then I click on like the B cover, and there's a scantily clad woman about to be decapitated by a grizzly bear.
Right.
Okay, just checking.
Right. Okay, so Crossed was originally, created by Garth Ennis, and it's, a zombie plague that just makes these zombies amped up, crazy killers that, just are unstoppable machines. But then it became something else, and it became about the survival and who was left. And those were the fun stories, and it just went on. And now we're at Cross Plus 100, where, the survivors were beating the Crossed, but 100 years pass, and now they've figured out the Crossed have evolved to where they're coming back and getting stronger again. So they're acting like humans to pass for them long enough to get inside their defenses and kill them. So one of the cool things about Cross Plus 100 is, as the time has passed from the original Cross to Cross Plus 100, with the world having been a post-apocalypse, the language has changed. So, there's no schools, and so, people are a little dumber, and they talk a little more slangy, and so it takes a while when you're reading the first Crossed Plus 100 to figure out exactly what these words mean, because they're not normal. It's not normal language. So it's it's how language would evolve over time. So it's fun. It's cool, but it's an acquired taste, and it's not something you read with your children. And so I will talk about Crossed every single time
There you go.
they'll come out. Do we know who the Seventh Doctor is?
No, I was going to ask you about that.
I don't know who this guy is. This is not Tom Baker, who was he sixth. So this must be the guy after him.
Yeah. But we have a backup written by Richard Dinnick from 12th Doppler, and art by Jessica Martin, who is a Doctor Who actress.
And that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I'm not a Whovian. I don't really get it, but hats off.
Yeah, no doubt.
Doppelganger finishes up from Alterna with its 4th issue. Go West finishes up from Alterna with its 3rd issue. A couple of $1.50 comics.
Lark's Killer, the end of Lark's Killer. 7 of 7.
Fourth issue of Strangers in Paradise by Terry Moore. Nice to have that back.
Mm-hmm.
Second issue of Tinseltown from Alterna. That was a cool debut. Vagrant Queen from Vault is again the Magdalene Visaggio, and art by Jason Smith. And this one's about former child queen Alida, who was driven from her throne at age 10 and forced to wander the galaxy, evading the revolutionary forces that wanted her death. When an old frenemy claims to know the whereabouts of Alida's long-lost mother, she is forced to return to her former kingdom and stage a rescue. Interstellar badassery by Eisner-nominated Magdalena Visaggio. It's Vault. I've liked some Vault stuff recently, but I don't think that's the one for me.
Mm-hmm. Marguerite Sauvage on the cover A for Wasted Space number 2.
Yeah.
Alright, Drew, this is the one of the podcasts where I ask you for your pick of the week. What's the one book worth going into your LCS, snagging up, making sure it's crisp, pristine, bagged and boarded, and dropped in one of them top loaders to be all fancy, Drew? What is the one book to go get this week?
I think you go with the second printing of Thanos Annual number 1. Thanos annuals are always notoriously a little less under ordered. So, the first printing was probably lower print run than the Thanos was, and so this is going to be very, very low print run. It was fun. I read it. I liked it. Thanos is hot. Can't get any hotter, so I would go with this.
There you go. And I'm going to steal directly from Drew with Medieval Spawn, Witchblade number 2, the black and white Capullo sketch. Number 2 is traditionally always way, way under ordered compared to most series that catches on. So that one will blow out faster than your average bear.
Which one did you want, cover B or C?
I like B and I like sketch because it's Capullo and that sketch is dope.
So that's cover B or cover C? Or do you want? Are you
cover,
saying
it's C? I'm saying C.
Cover C.
Yeah.
And that's number 2.
Yep. Medieval Spawn, Witchblade number 2, cover C. Anything else to add, sir?
No, that'll do it.
All right. I want to thank you all for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. Thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself as we went through all comics originally releasing June the 6th. 2018. If there's any books that came out this week that Drew and myself may have skipped or not given enough time to, please feel free to tweet at us, send us a Facebook message, drop a Gmail, or visit us at comicsfunprofit.com and get a hold of us that way, because we'd love for you to be part of the podcast and inquire what you would, or give us some inside information. If you've got some info, share, please. Tell us what's going on. We'd love to. Or if you disagree and think I'm crazy for my Spawn, Witchblade, whatever, number 2, cover C, feel free to tell me about that, why I'm crazy, and why we should not waste our money on that. So, we want to thank you once again for joining us, for Drew and for myself. See ya!